Good morning, everybody, and a very, very, very warm welcome to a very special episode of Ask the Accountant. The number is 132. The date is, the 12th of May, 2025. I am one of your hosts, I'm Patrick, and with me is my co-host, Johann. Johann, let's get the formalities out of the way before we get into the exciting stuff. How was your week?
Yeah, good. Busy week as always. But yeah, all good this end. Yourself?
Yes, very, very busy, but good. Good busy. Some really exciting things. I went down to London. Well, Leatherhead. Is that Leatherhead, London? I suppose. It's on the outskirts. It's within the M25, so
that counts.
That Greater London, maybe.
Anyone in London would count the opposite. It would be north if it was outside of the M25. So
right. Full blown north.
The M25, so that's London.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I went down there. Some very exciting things happening in the world of boxing. So very, very good. But that's not what today's about. Today is about the fact that tomorrow we leave for Accountex. I think most other people probably leaving on the Wednesday. But it doesn't get more exciting. This is Accountex. This is the reason the show is even here, isn't it? Is because of Accountex. Without Accountex, a few beers and some misjointed decisions being made by me and you, we wouldn't have this show. And if we didn't have the show, we wouldn't have our amazing community as well. So let's quickly go through who is here. Roll call, please. We've got Kirsty there first on the show today. Good morning, Kirsty. Got in there on LinkedIn first. This is interesting. We were debating backstage how you managed to do that. So do tell the secrets there. Have you hacked Microsoft? Cheryl says, good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for keeping us on 8:30 on the dot as always. Thank you very much. Tim C, that's double C as well, because he's got his award. He's there. I'm surprised he's not on his way to Accountex yet. I mean, it takes
probably is flying today.
Is that what it is? This via the plane, do you reckon? He's got his Wi-Fi up and running, and
that private jet from Guernsey, it comes with your own personal Wi-Fi.
or did he decide to boat it this time, and is he on the boat? Or only time will tell. Paul said, good morning, Paul. Hopefully you are doing well, and hopefully you are coming up for you, isn't it, to Accountex? Natasha's there. Oh, and Natasha, you put up your amazing little bag of goods that you've got ready already for Accountex. I think it was like Thursday or something you had your bag packed. So yep, loving that. And I think you're talking as well. So good luck with your talking spot. Speaking of talking, Stephanie makes her grand appearance. She's talking on the Thursday, I want to say, on the bookkeeping. I think so. Do make sure you go and give her some support there. And she's on our panel as well, talking all things podcasting. Dave's here. Good morning, Dave. Everyone from London, I hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have too, Dave, and I hope you're going to be there at Accountex. Susanna's there. Good morning, Susanna. Hope you're doing well. And I'm pretty sure you said you were going, so we'll be look forward to seeing you there. Amy's here. Good morning, Amy. Another person who's on our podcast. We're looking forward to seeing that. And also, stay tuned to the end. Maybe you've got a surprise coming your way when it comes to our final topic of the show. Paul Ingram's here. Good morning, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Sam's here. Good morning, Sam. Hopefully to see you there as well. Juliet's here. Good morning, Juliet. Kirsty says, comment up before you were live. Took some finding to get to the event, but I'm a good investor. That's it. That's why she's a due diligent bookkeeper, isn't it? That's those skills being put to test. Susanna says, good morning. Tim says, flying tomorrow, no Wi-Fi on it. Oh, what? Although I think it's a propeller plane from what I can tell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Maybe Wi-Fi is asking for too much, isn't it? Yes, on day one on the bookkeeping sphere at 10 a.m. Oh, wow. Opening the show then, basically, Natasha. Opening the show. So, no, I hope I've not put extra pressure on you there. But yeah, good luck with it. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, Johan, we are excited is an understatement, isn't it?
We love all of our events, don't we? But this is our favourite by far. And it's like, as you said, like, this podcast and everything we've spun off it since has come from you and me having a pint at Accountex in 22.
Yeah.
Evening of day one, outside the Fox, having a pint, discussing like, how do we get on stage? Because we were applying and getting nowhere. How do we get on stage? And a more candid event organizer was very open and honest with us and said, look, guys, you're two white middle-aged men, like you're not really ticking the diversity boxes here. You need an audience. Okay, how do we get one of those? Podcasting. That's how we'll do that. And here we are. Every single
better my first suggestion, which was like OnlyFans or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a different audience. That audience wasn't going to get us the audience we wanted at Accountex.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was and then October that year we started, didn't we? And we've been live every single week, apart from Christmas Day, ever since.
Yeah, I still regret not going live that day.
I know, right?
Ruin
That
us.
over Christmas lunch. Nobody watching. But we'd have had fun. That's the important part.
And that's it, isn't it?
But yeah, like Accountex has always had that special place in our heart because it was the part where we formed up this idea. And the best ideas are always formed over a pint. And by May 23, we were there, weren't we? We had our own speaking session, the two of us, talking about practices of the future. And it was a sellout audience. Like, we had people blocking gangways trying to get in and listen. And then, yeah, it's just built from there. And I absolutely love our podcast studio and our podcasting and the grid walks we do. So,
well, grid walks were born at Accountex, right? Like it was
yeah.
It was that we come a bit early. What do we do? We're a bit eager here.
Yeah, it was just fantastic. So, yeah, no, it holds a very special place in my heart. Does Accountex London, and yeah, very excited to get back down there. Having said that, just give you a scale of how busy my life is right now. Not actually packed any bags yet.
Really?
Which for me, like, you know me, Aaron, I'm normally packed 2 weeks in advance, right? The suitcase is on the bed, but that is it. I've not done anything else. I think like the camera bag, that's always ready to go. The work bag just needs a laptop throwing in it. That's always ready to go. But if I plan on turning up wearing anything, I ought to pack something. Otherwise, we're going to go back to that other audience that you want.
It's all right. You can move the underwear around. You get 2 days out. That's why there's two sides to it. That's how it works, right? Yeah, I mean, I spent all weekend pretty much packing the gear ready to go, putting it into the boxes, sorting it all out, going through there, having a meltdown because I'd lost one particular item that we'll probably never use, but you know, this one particular item wasn't in the place it should have been, so I had a meltdown. Straight on Amazon, ordering a new one.
Same day with delivery. What do you mean it's not arriving until Sunday? That's not going to work.
So yeah, the typical kind of preparation and everything else, but especially I feel like this Accountex, there's something brimming about it as well. I feel like this is one where there's some big announcements to be made. I've got a feeling that because I know what Intuit are planning to announce. I got kind of told to us, so that was great. And yeah, that's cool. But I know that Sage seemed to be brumming something. There seemed to be something there, right? There seems to be something.
This is normally the Sage show, isn't it? Accountex. This is their point. That it's their platform where they go, oh, and by the way,
exactly.
So
they've got to have something.
They brought Futurely, didn't they, on the day?
Yeah, and Copilot last year was their big like push.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I know it wasn't the announcement, but it was there. Look, come and be wowed by it and see what there is. So there's something there. I imagine Xero's probably got another font up their sleeve. They'll probably release font number 6 or something for their thing. So we've got that to look forward to, right? I'd
like to think Xero will take this opportunity to demonstrate deeper power of Jax. Like this is the opportunity for them to have that audience, right?
I have no faith on that one.
I'd like to think Intuit might actually get it out of beta, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Free Agent were making some suggestive posts on social media last week.
They got their little microphones all lined up, haven't they? I mean, obviously you're not allowed to say anything, and
I don't know. I genuinely don't.
We're just watching your face.
Is it good? I genuinely don't know what's happening with that. But 2 out of 2, I might be getting 5.
Ooh.
But I recognise one of the posts had a soft toy in it.
Yes,
which was the icon. I think, I can't be sure though. Isn't that the icon for? No, it's not. No, never mind. Take it back.
He's
But like,
back at.
they make,
He thought he cracked it.
I thought I'd add it then, but I don't. But yeah, free agent have definitely got news for us from what their posts are saying. So, and that's why we love Accountex, isn't it? It's like the people like Tom Herbert go with extra large notepads and a backup in his bag and multiple pens because he'll be scribbling for days.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be, Apron. Have they got? Oh no, they're launching. It goes live, doesn't it? The expense card.
Yes, Apron goes live with their expense card.
Yeah, so
it's just such a good event for industry. Like if you want to know the latest news and the latest releases and features, Accountex London is probably the biggest event to go to every year for that, where it has the broadest range of announcements. Like, yes, if you want to know about QuickBooks, you go to QuickBooks. You want to know about, say, Xero, you go to XeroCon. However, if you want to know about lots and lots of softwares all on the same day, you go to Accountex.
Definitely. Yeah, no, it was good. And there's some newer vendors there as well. I think Hey Monica, I've spotted, was in the group as well. So they obviously had their very first event at Agagia Labs not long ago. But this will be their first kind of public event, isn't it? Which will be exciting to see. I'm really excited to see what they've got on show. Some amazing speakers as always, so that'll be good to see as well. And yeah, but I think the only way to celebrate, or let's just quickly go through the chat. Fatima's there as well. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Nicola Gardner says, it's my first Accountex. I'm prepared to be overwhelmed. Wow. Well, you couldn't pick a better one because they've got their new solo traveler area. They've got all these other elements that, they are trying to encourage people who are their first time to come along and make the most of it. And you've always got the S Accountant booth as well. Like, we are a constant where people use it as like a beta camp, right? Where people turn up and meet and everything else. So yeah, that's what we want to do. And it's now got seated area this year. So really excited to see how that works. Upgraded. Yeah, exactly. Morning, what a beautiful sunny day, says Sue. Good morning to you, Sue. I believe Sue's there on a stand.
Where?
Oh, is it not? I mean, yeah, it's raining here, so
it's right here.
Stephanie, can't agree more. Best opportunity come from Accountex. Same Johann, says Stephanie. I wonder if that's best ideas for a pint. You reckon that's what it is? I've only just finished my slide, says Stephanie. Oh, interesting. Marcus said, good morning, Marcus. Hope you're doing well. Who particularly liked our mock-up of the Accountant 2, I've noticed. So they look very good. Tim C says, new TCS charter being unlocked at Accountant. Oh, so even TCS gets a
character.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, character office charter, good spot there. And Hannah doing her first ever pit stop podcast. Yeah, looking forward to
TCS on the podcast pit stop again.
He only employs new people every year just to bring them on the podcast. That's how he does it.
Media training. What's media training? It's an interview with Johann and Aaron.
You're on. Good luck. I mean, as well, Hannah's up for our new format as well, where she's going to have to play the game at the end. So if she beats Tim in the game, this could be, could be a very different end to the show. Jack AI says, Natasha, we're going to have a look at them. Free agent will be Jack AI. Oh, now that's a Tim.
That's the icon. I was thinking of another AI tool. Bots.
That's a Tim hat moment, though, isn't it? That is
Jack AI. But yeah, interesting because Jack AI already links to Xero. So yeah, cool.
Cheryl says, I've got a client onboarding for Apron's expense card already. They are trialing it at the moment. Yeah, the beta was launched in Fab, wasn't it? I believe, or the open beta was Fab. I think those beta before.
My firm's been on it for a couple of months now since Fab. I know Andy Wainwright's firm's been playing with it. Engager's been playing with it for them. So yeah,
general release is
next week. This week.
Yeah. Nicola says, good morning to you, Nicola, and the new integration, Jack's AI. Yeah, if you got that right, if you've got that thing, we'll be making sure you get a shout out for that one. Awesome.
I agree or disagree with it.
So this is a very exciting episode because we have Caroline with us virtually. Unfortunately,
we caught up with Caroline last week.
Yeah, she is actually on the train at this moment in time. So hi, Caroline. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure she's listening live. Who wouldn't be listening live on the train? But she's listening live or she's on the train at the moment on the way to Accountex, so she couldn't be with us at this exact time. But we sat down with her last week, Friday it was. And the Queen of Accountex has some very impactful things. So we're going to play a bit different for us. We're going to play this content here and we're going to discuss about it later. So sit back, relax, and let's listen to the Queen of Accountex herself talking all things to Accountex. We're back in a moment. Hello, everybody, for this very special section of Ask the Accountant that we are going to do with the special. We've made it an Accountex special anyway, but it doesn't get more special than actually bringing, in my view, the Queen of Accountex, Caroline. Caroline, for people who don't know you, can you give a bit of introduction who you are, what you do?
I'm not sure you can beat being called the Queen of something. I like that. So I could get used to that very much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show, Aaron. I'm Caroline Hobden. I am the Portfolio Director for Accountex. And for anyone that's not heard of Accountex, we have our flagship show coming up very soon in London. Takes place on the 14th and 15th of May at London's Excel. We also have a sister event in Manchester. We have online events and we have global events in Spain and Canada as well. So lots going on and quite busy times.
Love it. And give us a bit of an insight into the background. When do you actually get the keys for Accountex? Is it literally Monday that's the first time you've seen it, or people already been prepping for it? How does it work?
Yeah, so my team will go up on Monday. We've also got the operations side of things. They go up at the weekend. A lot of it will be done by the time we get there on Monday, and it's that feeling of walking in and just seeing the stands up. I mean, it will be mayhem. It will be absolute chaos, trying to walk around the aisles and get past all the contractors. But it's incredible what they do, and then you see it on opening morning. You can't believe the mess it was a few days before is suddenly this beautiful sight. It's very impressive.
And how long does it take to tear down at the other end? Is it like within days?
That feels like minutes. That really does feel like minutes. It's so funny. So yeah, most of the exhibitors will all be out by the end of day 2. So when the show shuts, they'll be out of there within an hour. The contractors stay for a little bit longer, and the bigger stands, they'll be there for a little bit on the next day. But yeah, the precision that goes into putting these stands up, not so much precision in ripping them down, but just to reassure everyone, we work with contractors who very much care about the environment. We pay a little bit extra to ensure that when you see carpet, it looks like it's going in a bin. It's actually going to go and be recycled. It's fully 100% recycled, as are things like our signage. So there's lots of measures that we do take to ensure that we are looking after our carbon footprint as well.
Amazing. And I think it's safe to say every year I've been even more impressed with Accountex. So I'll always remember that first year where completely overwhelmed, as I think a lot of you new people who go there would fair to say be. But I think each year there seems to be like a standout something, right? Sometimes it's the vendors who may have brought themselves. There was that big umbrella one year. There was that massive castle last year. Like there's always this kind of something that everyone starts talking about, right? And we're all talking around this particular event or particular item in the thing. But what about for you? What's that biggest evolution you've seen so far? What's that thing that you think to yourself, you know what? That's my proudest part of the Accountex journey so far.
I mean, there's so many things that we've done over the years that we're really proud of. Planting a tree for every attendee that we do in partnership with Karma is something that we are continuing. We love doing. We've planted over 30,000 trees so far, and we will be looking to do that again this year. But the brand new thing for 2025 that we're really excited about is that we're working with a company called All You Say, and we're encouraging all of our delegates to bring their own headphones, to download the All You Say app. And when they get on site, they'll be able to put the keywords in, the PIN number and the passwords, and they'll be able to be in any theatre. We've got 12 theatres on site, and it's very busy. For people that have been to Accountex, it's busy. There's a buzz, it can be quite distracting, but you'll be able to hook directly into the theatre's sound system, and you'll be able to hear completely clearly. I can't tell you how many years this has taken for us to finally pull this together and deliver it. I'm so excited about it. Just to reassure people, if you do forget your headphones or your headphones run out of juice or whatever, don't worry. We will still be playing the sound out loud in the theatres. And we also do have a relax and recharge zone where you can recharge any headphones or phones that are draining on juice, but might be a good idea to also bring a battery pack. But yeah, this is really exciting. It's not been done in the UK before. We're one of the first events to do it. So it's a really proud moment and we can't wait to see it come to fruition.
I love that. I love that. And I know I've seen on socials the hashtag's been bring your own headphones, or charge your headphones, or keep it charged, or and all those sort of variations have gone from there. It's definitely caught people's attention, hasn't it? Definitely got people excited for it, and rightly so. It is one of those things where we know how valuable these talks are. We know how valuable these sessions are, and this is a way where we can properly be involved in them. You know, if you've got the opportunity to have those headphones where you can take out the round sound, you know, and it's just, you know, those headphones where it's just showing you, or you can just listen to those things, and people are more comfortable using their own, right? Whereas sometimes if you've been to events like, not necessarily Accountex events, but other events where you've been given headphones, it's sometimes not as comfortable or anything else. So yeah, it's a huge step. And what is it?
Really true.
Yeah, is it that you kind of turn up to the event or to the talk itself, and then there's like a QR code or something, or is it just
you can download it now, download the app onto your phone anytime you like. It's all you say. But there will be QR codes. And then when you get into the app, you can add in our Accountex PIN number and password, and that'll take you through. It's a very simple screen. It's just got our theatres label 1 to 12. Click on the one you want to be listening to, and you'll be able to hear it clear. And I think that's a really good point about the headphones as well, because, you know, particularly what we saw happen a few years ago, the cleanliness element of borrowing headphones and using something that someone else has just used. They run out, you know, you can't get to a new headset. There's so many issues that come with an organizer like myself providing the headphones. Whereas if you've got your own, you know they're comfortable, they know they're yours, you know they've not touched someone else's ears, you know what the battery life is on them. So hopefully it's going to be a win-win for everybody.
Love that. And huge accessibility as well, right? Like there's going to be people who are, for the first time, really going to be able to get the most out of it. So absolutely love that. There's other events in our industry, obviously. There's other events that we can go to, but I think they have a slight advantage because a lot of them are targeted at a particular niche or a particular subset or particular type of accounting firm and bookkeeping firm, right? But you guys literally cater for every single type of accountancy and everything else. But how do you do that? How do you decide on what the themes of the talks are going to be and what vendors to be there? And how do you go through that process of going, right, this is, and I'll definitely say this is the flagship event of the year, right? So how do you have that pressure and how do you accommodate for that going forward?
I think it's just, it does sort of run through everything we do. We want to make the show as accessible and as inclusive for everybody. And that covers so many themes. But in terms of the program and the theatres, we always have our ears to the ground. I'm in a lot of different groups and communities where I'm always just trying to listen and hear what the pain points are, find out what the accountants, the bookkeepers, the finance professionals are really needing, what's causing them, you know, so much heartache and pain right now. And that's what we look to put in the program. And we just try and make it as varied as possible. I mean, we have got 12 theatres, and I think everyone thinks, oh my goodness, how do you find enough talks to put in those theatres? But to be totally honest, with the number of applications we get to speak, I could have another sort of 50 odd theatres and still not fill them all. So we do have to be very selective, and it is very difficult. And I do have to choose carefully, and it doesn't always make everyone very happy because I can't include everyone in that. But it is a process that we go through. We take it very, very seriously. We have an amazing team. I have to give them a huge shout out. They work tirelessly to contact as many people as they possibly can. They don't just, you know, when you think it's all about the selling, it's all about the bottom line, it's all about the money. It really isn't. Over the last few weeks, our team have been doing outreach to all of our exhibitors, just making sure they've got everything they need, touching base with them, helping them through any last minute details. It's just such a process. And if I could just touch on that inclusivity theme a little bit further, I would just say that, you know, we have things like BSL interpreters in designated theatres. We also have a quiet room which is very important for anyone that finds that the show can be a little bit overwhelming. They need to go and decompress for 15 minutes. It's off the show floor. We've got low-level lighting in there. We've got some activities in there that can just help really relax the mind before you go back out and get back involved. And I think the headsets come back into that as well, because you can get the noise-cancelling headsets and you can wear them quite comfortably at the show, knowing that actually you're listening to content potentially, but you're also giving yourself that really sort of moment of quiet that you need to gather your thoughts. So yeah, it's busy. We are absolutely there to cater to everybody, and we welcome everybody to Accountex.
Love that. And it really is a show for everyone, right? Like that is the benefit of it. Doesn't matter what type of accountant, bookkeeper you are, you'll find benefit going there. I think our favorite story of Accountex by far is the fact that without Accountex, we wouldn't have asked the accountant, right? Like it was me and Johann coming to Accountex and meeting over a beer at one of the end of one of the days, and that's where this whole idea came from. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't quite realize about the benefits. I think everyone knows about how amazing the speakers are. Everyone knows how amazing the vendors can be and what they're going to get up to, and you know they're going to surprise us yet again with no doubt another umbrella or another castle or whatever it's going to be. But I think not enough people kind of understand, especially people who've never been before, the benefit of having that networking, being able to talk to other people, like-minded people, having that option just to have that conversation with people. So if it's someone's first ever Accountex, or if they're still umming and ahhing if they should be coming along, what's your biggest tip for someone who's coming to the first time for an event like this?
I think I would say that I do hear I'm too busy. I can't take a day out of the office to come to a show. I just can't. And I would just say, just try it. Because I hear so many stories like yours that Ask the Accountant podcast wouldn't be here without Accountex. I hear so many people come up to me and they'll say, I met so-and-so in the queue for a coffee and they offered me a job. It's my dream job. I can't believe I'm now working with them. I went and met this software vendor. I didn't think they would be right for me, but actually after talking to them, I've now realized that they have saved me so much time, effort, and money because I'm now using this brand new software. I always say this, it's the things that you don't know you're going to see. Like, you can plan ahead, and I absolutely encourage everyone to download our show app. We have got an Accountex app as well, which has got the exhibitor list, it's got the program, it shows you all the features that are on there, and you can plan your day, and you can favorite the exhibitors that you want to go and see, and you can create a schedule of the seminar sessions that you want to go see. And I really do encourage that. I think that's really, really important. But there's so much more to coming to a show like Accountex that you don't know what you're going to get until you get there. And if you're worried that, you don't want to embarrass yourself by talking to someone, these are all your peers. You're all in this wonderful profession. And no question is going to be a silly question. Asking someone if they've enjoyed have you enjoyed the day? No one's going to sort of turn around and say, I'm not going to talk to you. They're going to want to engage. So I would just get yourself out of your comfort zone, get yourself along to the show, be open to new opportunities, see what you're going to get, and above all else, wear comfortable shoes.
Definitely. And bring a charger, right? You've already mentioned
and bring a charger in your headphones. Yeah.
I think the term's activation zone, but I might have butchered that. But I know you one thing I definitely appreciate with Accountex is it felt like you pioneered the idea of these activations. So these more fun kind of ideas. So we've got Creation Clinic, we've got I assume LinkedIn social media zones back again, those sort of ones. So what any new ones for 2025, or any ones that are coming back that you're really excited about on those? Because I think that's quite a unique part of Accountex, right? Is that you do encourage, it's not just vendor and speaker. You try and put that little bit of extra in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think those sort of old-fashioned days of expos where it is just a trade show with exhibitors and speakers, it's done, it's gone. It's an important element to it, of course, but you've got to really think about the experiential side of this, and you want to make it a real value add for the accountants, bookkeepers who are coming out of their office to come to the show. So we do have so many feature areas, and you touched on a few there. You've got your podcast pit stop, sustainability zone, automation station. There's so much there. Cybersecurity hub. I mean, there's so much there, and the experts are on hand there to help you, give you absolutely valid one-to-one advice. Some new ones this year that we've got are the Solo Traveller Lounge. So we're working on that in partnership with Fee Booster, and this is really based on feedback that people who are coming on their own, it's not that they might not work on their own, but they're coming on their own, or they are a sole practitioner and they just feel a little bit worried, a little bit concerned. They don't feel like they've got people around them, they haven't got a tribe. Come along, come to the Solo Traveller Lounge. You're going to get a very warm welcome. You're going to be able to speak to other people in the same position as you. You might find somebody there that wants to go and see the same talks as you, or has got some advice on some exhibitors to go and see. We just really want to give a base to those people to make sure that they feel looked after and loved, and they've got a community around them. So that's very exciting. We've introduced a masterclass series this year. So in addition to all the amazing content that we've got on site, we've actually got some absolute experts in their field delivering some intimate presentations in a room off the show floor, again, where you can really get into the nitty-gritty. It's not going to be sort of sitting there listening to a presentation. There's going to be a little bit of interaction. You can ask questions throughout. There'll be some of them I know are going to be doing workbooks and making it really truly interactive. That is gold dust. I mean, you would be paying a lot of money to get that kind of quality time with those experts outside of Accountex. A little bit of fun. We've introduced a golden ticket competition. Very exciting. I'm not Willy Wonka, I promise, but you can go along to any of our seminars. The last session of both days, you're going to be able to pick up a golden ticket, which you need to fill out your details on, put it into our golden post box, which will be at the info point just as you leave for the end of the day. And we're going to be putting out a lucky winner on both days. And they're going to win a return flight to Toronto, Canada. They're going to be winning 3 nights accommodation and full access to Accountex Canada in Toronto, which is really exciting. So many people tell me they want to go. This is your opportunity. You win that competition and you'll be able to go there on us. And I just can't wait to see who wins. So exciting.
That's amazing. And good luck to anyone out there who wins that, because that's an amazing prize. I heard a group of them, we went to Toronto last year. So you got like Zoe and Joe and those ones. They absolutely said it was brilliant event. So yeah, definitely look out for it. Caroline, we can't not have you on the show and not do our little silly game. So we're gonna change that part of it. It was Accountex Manchester 2023, I want to say, or was it 2024? One of those. No, it would have been 2023 that we released our top trumps cards.
I remember.
It was always, it's been a favorite of the community. Like, the biggest question we ever get asked is, how do we get ourselves on there? So we thank you for giving us that opportunity to launch them, but we are launching some new ones with us today, or on Wednesday it'll be, won't it, when we're there for the first day. And what we'd like to play is our little guess who game. So it's really straightforward. I've got 5 cards in front of me and you're only allowed to ask me yes or no questions. And we have a leaderboard as well. So if you can beat the likes of Amy Copeland at 4 minutes 45, or maybe you want to get yourself in front of Chris Downings at 5 minutes 52, we're going to see where you fall from there. So you have, let me get my little timer ready, but you have as much time as you need, and you're allowed to skip whenever you need to skip. But remember, if you do skip, you get a 1 minute penalty each skip.
Oh, good Lord, I don't think I'd ever be ready for this. I barely remember the names of my own children. So let's see how we get on.
Brilliant. I'm going to start the game in 3, 2, 1. Ask me your questions.
Is it a vendor?
No.
Are they a well-known speaker?
Yes.
Is there one particular topic they're very well known for talking about?
I wouldn't say so, no.
So they're broad-based. Okay. Are they speaking at, do you know if they're speaking at Accountex London this year?
They are.
They are. Are they a keynote speaker?
I don't think so, but could be wrong on that one.
Okay.
There was a group, I can't remember what that group's doing.
Oh.
A group of speakers, should I say.
They're in a panel.
Yes, panel.
They're in a panel. Okay. And they're not a vendor. Okay, a speaker. Is it a man, a lady?
can say yes or no.
Oh, sorry. Is it a man?
It is.
It's a man. Okay. And they're speaking at the show, but they're not a keynote. Can I just start throwing names out?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it John Toon?
No.
Oh, is it someone similar to John Toon?
Similar-ish. I mean, to be fair, they both have a podcast.
Oh, Ryan Percy?
No. Close to home on a podcast.
Sorry, say again. Oh, is it Aaron?
It's not me.
Johann, sorry.
It's Johann, yes.
Oh,
Next one. Go for it.
God, this is exhausting. Okay. Is it a vendor?
No.
It's not a vendor. Are they? Same questions again. Is it a lady?
No.
It's another man. Okay. This is where I should ask if they wear if they've got a hat on or something, or with the old Guess Who games. So it's a man. Are we talking the under 35 bracket, over 35 bracket?
I can only say yes or no.
Under 35 bracket?
No.
Over 35 bracket. I've already mentioned their name?
Not this time.
Oh, okay. Good Lord. So not a vendor. Are they a speaker?
They are, yeah.
Keynote?
Don't believe so. They'll be very much on a certain stand all day.
But they're not a vendor?
They are a vendor, yeah.
They are a vendor. Oh,
as
good
in
Lord.
they're associated with a vendor.
They are associated with a vendor, and they're a speaker.
People call them Mr. of this particular vendor.
People call them Mr. of that's, you've lost me. Okay, I feel like I should know more about that. They don't share the same surname as me, do they?
No. good shout though. Very, very close on that one.
Oh, really? That sort of ilk of person. I need to find out more about the vendor. Do they have a big, very large stand?
Very, very, probably the biggest, I'd say, or if not the biggest, very close to the biggest.
Are they from Sage?
Yes.
Is it Chris Downing?
It is.
Hey!
3 more to go.
Okay. Is it a lady?
It is.
A lady. Okay. Are they? Do they work for a vendor?
No.
So not a vendor. Are they a well-known speaker?
Very, very well known, like top tier.
Rebecca Benworth, Sharon Cook, Rachel Harris.
Rachel Harris, well done. And that's a brand new card as well.
Yay!
Next one.
Okay. Is it a lady?
No.
It's a man. Okay.
No.
They? Say again? Oh no.
No,
is it a company?
It's definitely a company, but I wouldn't class it as a vendor as such.
It's not a vendor. I think they've got a presence at Accountex.
They very much have a presence of Accountex. In fact, there wouldn't be an Accountex without these.
Oh, they're accountants. It's not like
not accountant. No.
Bookkeepers.
No.
Okay. I thought
I kind of just said who it is. I've kind of given it away.
The ICB.
No.
Accountex. Is it me? Is it my team?
Yourself. Yes, well done. One last card.
Okay. Is this a company?
Never been seen before. This is its debut.
Is this a company?
No.
Is it a person?
Yes.
Is it a lady?
Yes.
Is it me?
Yes.
I only know that because I've never had a trump card and I'm so excited.
Very, very well done. With a score of 4 minutes 28, that puts you 6 on the leaderboard. In fact, you're ahead of Amy Copeland. Look at that one.
Wow, that's
well
amazing.
Done you. Well done.
I
you.
feel like I need to go and have a lie down now. I found that quite exhausting.
Well, thank you very much for playing our silly little game. And yeah, we are releasing on Wednesday Caroline's card, Rachel's card, and we've got a couple of others as well. Grace Hardin, she's the first card as well. So yeah, come over to Ask the Accountant. But thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you for coming along and giving us a bit of insight into it on what we're calling our Accountex special with Ask the Accountant. Like you said, at this point in time, you're probably on the train. Did you say on the way there now?
Yes, I am on the train, chugging away up to the show. So yeah, very exciting times.
Amazing. And vendors are allowed in Tuesday, isn't it? So we get to go there Tuesday, and then everyone else there on the Wednesday, isn't it?
On the Wednesday and the Thursday, yeah. So we look forward to seeing everyone then.
Amazing. And if you're not going for whatever reason, please make sure you get yourself over to Manchester, or you're going to get FOMO. So get yourself booked in early for next London for next year. So thank you again, Caroline. Thank you for coming along to have a little chat with us, and we'll be back to the main show. Any other bits you want to promote, push, or anything like that?
Oh, just there's so much going on. It's just incredible. Do check out the website. Do download the show app. Do download the audio app. And just just immerse yourself in all things to do with this wonderful, fantastic profession. And we're going to have a great couple of days.
Amazing. Well, thank you again, Caroline. And back to myself and Johann, probably on some controversial topics. So yeah, back to that. Bye.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
You're on mute.
And there we have it. First of all, what do you think to this new format? Let us know in the comments below. And Johann, what was your thought to we got to sit back and just relax, right?
There were some emails. It was lovely. It's far easier for me. No, that was great. Really good to have a catch up with Caroline. I'm just so excited for that earphone thing. So
yeah, I've got a correction corner actually, haven't I? I don't know why I couldn't figure it out, because I was trying to find the word. I forgot it now. Why can't I remember what they call it when there's silent? Well, no, what's the phrase when
mode?
Not transparency mode. The when you put them on your head and oh my days, even Caroline. No, I've lost it again. But when silent headphones,
silent disco.
No, when you put them on your headphones and they
this is the card game.
Noise cancelling headphones.
Noise cancelling headphones. Yes.
I don't know why I remember that. But yeah, you saw me fumbling for about, for me, it felt like an eternity trying to figure out that word. And again, I've just done it again. So correction code. There'll be another correction code next week on that one as well. Go for it, Jan.
Yeah, look, Caroline raised some good points about these headphones. Okay, one is hygiene, definitely. Two is comfort. If you're going to wear headphones all day, not everyone likes over-ear headphones. Like it's not for them. There's another point. So I spoke at DAS for the first time using these headphone stage things. It was so weird. It was so off-putting and distracting for me and my fellow speaker. Like we spent the first couple of minutes going, "Oh, this is odd," and like we felt like we kind of it threw us. We hadn't really thought about it. So the fact that you're gonna, as a speaker, you're still gonna have your normal speaking into a microphone, and you can hear it come back through the speakers, and you can, it's just going to be so much better that we've got both options. It's not one or the other. It's if you prefer to have headphones in, absolutely fine. If you prefer not to have headphones in and you want to use the speakers, absolutely fine. But from a speaker's point of view, I far prefer giving both options or just speaking normally into with speakers personally. Like it was so distracting, so disorientating actually, trying to speak and have these headsets. So yeah, very much looking forward to this new app, this new technology, and this new way of doing things, and going from there.
Yeah, I think with those speakers and everything else, I think you're right. It's that hybrid approach, isn't it? And I think that's and we've got to figure out how that technology is going to work. I imagine it's very dependent on your Wi-Fi and all that sort of stuff that's going to come into play. So we'll need to kind of figure that out. And is there going to be a delay, right? Is it going to be that you're going to want to have interaction from the crowd, and you've got to give that a little bit of maybe
30-second feedback,
or whatever it's going to be.
Lip
right?
syncs out. Nothing worse when you're watching TV and the lip syncs
exactly
out.
Right. So we've got to figure that one out. We've got and everything else go through from there. But no, I'm really excited for the idea of bringing that, and it is a, we're going to test to see, is there any chance while we're sat on our stage at our event, can we listen to a few of the event, because we don't get to see them, right? Like we don't know yet if the technology will let us do that or not, but is that an opportunity for us where we can kind of go through from there and bring it in? So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a cool cool thing. And yes, thank you for both of you. Noise. I don't know why noise cancelling is one of those things I completely went from my head twice now. So yeah, going through from that. But overall, lovely to have Caroline on there. So thank you
Always
very
lovely
much.
to chat to Caroline.
Yeah, it was great to have her on, and it's such a it's so unique, isn't it, to have such a humanized element of Accountex, right? Like, it's such a big event. There's so much going on, yet there's that humanized bit where you can have that conversation with Caroline stuff. So that's great to see. Awesome. Anything else you want to talk about the interview itself?
There's so much going on. There always is. There's so many great stories that come from Accountex that it's just, if you're not going, even try and free up a day if your diary, if you can, and go, especially if you're fairly close to it. Like, it's a phenomenal event. It's so worthwhile visiting. You get so much value from it, and not just from the speakers and the exhibitors, but from that one conversation that no one can plan for and predict. That one introduction that who knows what it could be. So yeah, no, very much looking forward to the whole 2 days.
A great point by Paul. Headsets could be the new swag.
I strongly disagree with this. Right? It's a terrible idea for any vendors. Ultimately, we've all probably got our own headphones. They're fairly commonplace now, right? So vendors would be creating what is expensive for them to be even remotely decent enough. They're going to have to be expensive. They're going to be expensive to do, right?
Yeah.
But then, are they good enough quality and comfortable enough and nice enough to wear outside of the event? Or are they just going to go onto a shelf or into the bin? Like QuickBooks did headphones a couple of years back. They had 2 different earbud designs and an over headphone. I never used them once properly. Like, they all went in the recycling. It's completely unenvironmental, and like, people like Accountex, like, they're planting 1 tree per person that attends. Like, last year that was 11,000 trees. Like, the environmental impact has to be considered, and as exhibitors, we're always asked about our swag, and we're asked to make it as environmentally sound as possible. So encouraging exhibitors to do headphones or any electronic stuff, because it's never going to be a good enough quality to be reliable and robust forever or for a long period of time, like buying a proper set of headphones is. But so yeah, I strongly discourage anyone from thinking that it's a good idea for creating more electronic waste, basically. That the majority Stephanie's saying she's still using hers. Paul says he still uses his. That's great, but you are probably a minority in the amount that were handed out. The majority went in the bin, or are sat on a shelf and will end up in the bin eventually.
Mine's still on the shelf, and I think you're right, because they are such a personal item, aren't they? When it comes to, I spent hours researching which is the right one for me. Obviously, I went Apple, so that made it simpler. But which of the Apple ones is it? Is it the, should you go down the Max, or should you go down the Pros, and you spent ages Beats. Like figuring out. Yeah, Beats, exactly. Yeah. So, no, get it. But these are already charged, ready to go, and hopefully, fingers crossed, get to utilize them on the day itself. So, looking forward to that one. We teased it in the talk, but we might as well actually announce our new cards that have been released. So
Move on from Johann's environmental rant.
So I've got them here. So we've got Rachel Harris, who was co-host on Fab. We've got Grace Hardy, who was another co-host on Fab. Bobby Garland, so that was another co-host. Yeah. Amy and James, and Amy was in the chat, so they're going to have their own card, and of course Caroline's there as well. So if you want to get yourself the new cards, we've also got reprints of other cards as well, some really popular ones, and also because vendors keep moving around, so we have to update the card, which we didn't foresee when we first thought this idea, right? So we have to
designs have got longevity issues. Version 2.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks for that. So they're going to be there. But obviously, if you want to get yourself hands on these cards, you need to come down to the Ask the Accountant booth where we're gonna have a little stage presence, so you can come along, sit down, listen to the amazing speakers and guests that we've got coming up. So get yourself down there, use it as a bit of a base. People tend to drop their bags off and all sorts of stuff when we have that area, so feel free. Part of the community, part of the group, so put it from there. As Caroline said, the tribe, I quite like that term. I think that's a nice little term, isn't it? The accountant tribe, we like that completely.
We've got fully booked pit stops both days, as per usual. Oversubscribed.
We didn't even get the link out this year.
No, the link didn't actually get to go out this year. It was that oversubscribed. But just a bit of openness, honesty about how we come about these bookings, because there is a bit of disappointment from people that go, "Oh, can I come on? And it's like, well, actually, A, you're too late, or B, we can't. Like, you've already been on, you've done a podcast pit stop at another event. We're trying to make this accessible for everybody. So part of the idea behind the podcast pit stops that we had was, we want to give everyone the opportunity to come on and do their first podcast interview, because that's in the world of social media, a lot of people get very nervous about doing podcasts and interviews on podcasts and stuff like that. So we thought, well, if we can give them a platform for a 20-minute, very structured and supportive interview, just to get them going, get them warmed up to the idea, it would be a great opportunity. So that's why we try not to book in the same people every single time. We try and give everyone an opportunity, because we want to try and get everyone into a bit more of a comfortable position of going, oh, there's a random podcast in an industry that I niche in. They've asked me to go and speak. Oh, I've done a podcast interview before now because of podcast pit stop. I'm going to go and do that. So that's how we work this out, isn't it? It's like the same people do apply every single time, and we do say no, because we want to get that opportunity to be open to as many people as possible at every event we do.
Yeah, and there's only so many slots we can have. We've tried this year to even up the slots as much as we can, but memory, bandwidth, and our own throats come into play.
Only so many vocal zones one person is allowed to pop a day.
But no, it is 100%. Like, we want exactly what Johann says. That we want to try and give opportunities for people for the first time, and that's what we always envision Pit Stop Podcast to be, right? You can go to the event, you can go away with a nice professional photo, or something that you can keep, and something. And this is for that person to go away, have that, then keep, and go through from there. Nicholas says I'm excited to get my first Top Trumps cards. Excellent. Try and get yourself some shinies as well. If you get there early enough, there'll be plenty of shinies on offer. Chris says I'm not moving anywhere soon, and the OG is
shocking news.
Was he the first? I'm pretty sure he's the first one. It was our first.
He was our first Cool Friends interview.
He was our first Cool Friend, Monty. So yeah. Amy, I need this card. I tell you what, Amy, don't tell James. He might be listening, so I might have already ruined it. But don't tell James, and we'll make you play our little game, and let's see if he can recognize himself on the on the card. So go through from there. I haven't done a pit stop, says Stephanie. Have you not? Yes, you.
The ICB book pod off thing, did that count?
Did it? So technically, she still needs to.
And done Cool Friends.
She's just gonna have to come to more events. That's
the problem.
Get yourself up to Manchester. You know what I mean? It's
just up the road, please.
Does Cool Friends stop me being eligible? Technically, I mean,
rules.
Trumps the card and all that. Speaking of Top Trumps, though, I'm going to release something that not even Johann knows about. I'm releasing now our Top Trump leaderboard. So let me quickly.
This is not going to go well for me.
Leaderboard. Right, I'm going to put a proper link up at some point, but let me know if this is working. I've just whacked it into the events now. We'll try and get a nicer link for us so it's much easier, and we'll get it on our socials and everything else.
You're going to show it on the screen?
I've just put it in the comments, so if you are, I'll put it in the private chat as well, so you can see it.
I've got it.
Yeah, you got it. Cool. But hopefully,
for the audio listeners, please check your comments.
Yeah.
For the audio listeners and people watching this back later,
we'll get Lizzie to put it on the link tree so it's there. So basically, if you've got any card, just scan that QR card at the back and you'll get access to this. But the idea will be that there is our our amazing list of people who've done it. And this is going to be real time as well. So during the event, we have a Google form ready and waiting to go. And as soon as you've done the game with us, we're going to be able to update it live there. And then every person who does a pit stop is going to be doing this, and we're going to be doing it with people as we go along as well. And you're trying to beat the score. It's very similar to Top Gear, right? What I want before anyone plays this game is to them to pick a person they want to try and beat. So are you looking to beat Amy? Are you looking to beat Caroline? Are you looking to beat Bev? Like Chris will be doing it again because he's that upset that he's 12th on the list. he was done dirty though. I must completely back up Chris on this one. He was given a very difficult set of cards and doing from there. So yeah, it's weird. It's not posted to LinkedIn for some reason. So we'll make sure it goes on to the it's on our YouTube and Facebook apparently. But we'll make sure it's in the Ask the Accountant link. So again, if anyone's got on a card, use the little QR code and you'll get access to your leaderboard there and then. But yeah, I think that adds a bit of spice to this game, right? So straight away you can see where you are in it.
LinkedIn's upsetting me at the moment.
Why?
Like, just reach on LinkedIn's a nightmare. I know we get a few people tuning in live from LinkedIn each week, but like a post that got 50 plus reactions and 16, 20 comments and stuff last week for me, in years gone by, that would have done tens of thousands of impressions. It's not scraped past 1,500.
Really?
But it's because LinkedIn now aren't interested in your first connections reacting and commenting. They score you based on the second and third connections. And it's just like, well, yeah. Is it? And yeah, it's not, because it doesn't expose you to those very easily. It's not a great algorithm at the moment.
It's not Instagram, is it? Or TikTok or anything like that. So
yeah, it's a real challenge.
Right, we got 3 minutes left. Let's talk about the after parties. You got any plans for Accountex after parties this year? I still don't know who's got the Fox this year, which normally
is Fox.
Normally is our first point of call, right?
Yeah.
Figure out who's got the Fox, figure out if we've got a ticket or not, go from there. But I don't know who's got the Fox. So be interesting to figure out.
I've not got any plans at the moment. Because we keep making plans, don't we?
Yes.
I mean, it just changes so much on the day, and different priorities come in and stuff. So I've given up planning ahead. Like, I don't plan to go and see speakers. Don't even plan to go and see exhibitors anymore. If I see some, that's a bonus. I don't plan the after parties until it's time for the after party, if I'm honest, or that afternoon once I've got a better idea of what I need to do and where I need to be. Nicola and Stephanie are saying it's Iris. So,
are we allowed that? We'll see.
I don't think we'll be on the list.
It's probably why we didn't know it was there. There's an interesting one outside of Accountex, isn't there, that we've got our eye on, where we get to go to Brewdog and have unlimited chicken.
Yeah, Briefcase are doing an event at Brewdog, but that was very much, you had to apply and they approved you.
I like that. I think that's a great
So if you've not applied, if you're not on the list already, you're not getting on the list. It's too late.
Canary Wharf Brewdog as well. My only upset about Canary Wharf Brewdog is they used to have the ticker on the top, so it used to be that the prices would change like the stock market and it would move around. But we've killed that now, which is really upsetting. So that's a shame, isn't it? But yeah, apart from that, I definitely want to get myself down to that. QuickBooks are doing a little event. Theirs
is private to QuickBooks users, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And invite only. Anything like last year.
Someone's on the boat. Who's on the boat this year? Someone's got the boat.
Isn't that a collaboration of people on the boat?
Yeah, that's the different event, isn't it? That's
right.
Yeah.
There's always plenty going on in summary. So see what everyone's doing. Try and get access to things. Failing,
by the way, Chris.
Failing that, there is absolutely tons of great venues, great food places that just break off in groups. Like the after parties are fun in theory, but free drinks. Who doesn't want to go for free drinks? But they're so crowded. If you're a grumpy old man like me, you can't hear people. People can't hear you. You're 18, 20 minutes in a queue to get a pint. Like, I've come to the point now, actually, I'd rather just a small group of us go away and enjoy a couple of pints and some food together and have a discussion there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So that's it. That is our Accountex special. Looking forward to it. Obviously, if you see us around, say hello. Yeah, it's expert representing Penfold, but where is it? I can't remember. It's not on the boat, is it? It's something else, that one. We're going to be doing our grid walk. We are multiple grid walks. We're going to be going down
2 days worth of grid walking to do.
Yeah,
get my steps in.
Get steps in. Looking forward to that one. With our back to our second edition of the 360 as well, so that's always cool. Looking forward to seeing how that comes out. We've got plenty and plenty of content coming your way, so make sure you subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and come and say hi at the event. Come get yourself a Top Trumps card and you know, get yourself, play the game as well, see if you can beat the score and all that sort of stuff. So we are looking forward to saying hello to everyone, saying hi and all that sort of stuff. And we're both speaking as well, aren't we? So come along to our sessions as well, and bring your headphones, as the new hashtag suggests. Looking forward for the announcements as well. That's my favorite bit about Accountex by far. Can't wait to see what everyone's got to announce. That'll be cool to look at, report on, all that sort of stuff, and we'll go from there. So it's here, people. Accountex is 2 days away. Is that right?
It's time tomorrow morning. I'll be getting on the train.
After I do this, I've still got to go down and pack certain things. So yeah, so I am fully Accountex mode already. So we will see you all during this show. Say hello, all that sort of stuff. Anything else you want to say before we end the stream?
I'm looking forward to a great week and seeing everybody there. And we'll be back here next week reflecting on it all and discussing all the gossip.
Same time, same place. See you then. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.